Our food production doesn't just affect the health of the end consumer, but it affects, entire communities around these confined animal feeding operations where most meat comes from. Um, uh, it has to do with the workers working in these kind of slaughter plants, has to do with the externalities, in terms of whether greenhouse gas emission, groundwater contamination, food safety issues, which don't just have to do with like, oh, food safety. I don't have to worry about Salmonella, Campylobacter, E. coli because I don't eat these animal products. Well, guess what? There can be, contamination of these fecal bacteria from manure contaminated water that gets sprayed on your salad, and you're eating a salad and you could come down with some intestinal pathogen. You say, wait a second, spinach doesn't have intestines. How did I get E. coli? Well, it's because they sprayed something on that spinach. And so it affects everybody, regardless of what you eat, how these corporations operate. So many of the our pandemics, including the worst pandemic in 1918, have been varieties of a bird flu,
Hmm.
the most highly pathogenic or disease-causing in which these days have originated from these confined animal feeding operations where you take, tens of thousands of animals and you confine them in these, cramped, unhygienic, stressful environments, which is kind of like the perfect storm environment for the emergence and spread of these new pathogens. Now we have H5N1, affecting the dairy cattle here in the United States. This is a very dangerous virus, and should it acquire easy human-to-human transmission, could trigger another pandemic, which could be absolutely devastating. The pandemic before COVID, 2009, was a swine flu pandemic.
Hmm.
Thankfully, it was rather mild, but it was traced back to this North Carolina, the gestation crate facility where, they keep these mother pigs in these coffin-like metal enclosures for their entire pregnancies for months at a time. You have so many animals packed unnaturally into these kind of small confined air spaces. It gives these viruses with pandemic potential lots of kind of roulette wheel spins at, locking in whatever kind of genetic mutations that enable them to kind of jump the species barrier.